What's up, flamethrowers? It's me, Flame the Dragon Hog here. And guess what, guys? We are back with some more creepypasta stories for you guys. But guys, today is going to be a little bit different because I got two great big things I want to say real quick. Before we get started, I want to say, before we get started, I just want to say I do apologize for not doing any creepypastas last year. It's just that there was just so many to choose from that I just couldn't think of one. So I just stopped. But don't worry, guys. All this year, you're going to be seeing a whole lot more creepypastas and stuff, I promise. And the best part is, guys, is that not only am I going to be doing creepypastas, but I'm also going to be telling you guys scary stories that I heard. Oh boy. Guys, you guys cannot wait to hear these scary stories and creepypastas, because, guys, I promise you guys, they are going to be awesome. And, in fact, guys, today I'm going to be telling you guys a scary story. In fact, I'm going to be telling you guys a scary story today. And as you guys can see from the picture, it's about MLP. That's right, guys. It's about My Little Pony. One of my favorite things. But hey, guys, think about it like this. A lot of our childhood things have a little bit of a dark side to it. Whether it be its origin, whether it be a secret thing of the characters or whatever. It's just crazy. But anyway, yep, guys, today we are going to be talking about the origin or the inspiration towards the main six here. Yep. But anyway, hopefully I don't ruin anybody's childhood here. If I do apologize. But remember, it's just a story. None of it is true. Or so we think, okay? But anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And if you do, please leave a like and comment down below. And also let me know in the comments down below, what's your favorite part of this scary story? Hopefully, not the part where I ruin your childhood, because I really don't want to. And if you guys think, I'm gonna be ruining your childhood, guys, feel free to click off the video, because, again, I don't want to ruin anybody's childhood. I really don't want to. And I just hope that, I don't ruin anybody's childhood, because I don't want to be responsible for any thing that happens to people. I really don't want to be responsible for it. Tell you the truth, guys, I'm a little bit worried about making this video, because I know I got a lot of MLP fans out there. But I really do hope that, I don't ruin anybody's childhood. Also, by the way, I really do like this picture that I found. But anyway, moving on. Okay, here we go. The creepy origin of the main six. Well, as we all know, guys, MLP Friendship is Magic is one of the best versions of MLP. Well, besides Generation 1 or 2 or 3. But to tell you the truth, I have not seen any of them. But to tell you the truth, Season 4 I've seen, and it's definitely amazing. I mean, all the characters play their role very, very well. Everybody's happy. Everybody's making friends and all sorts of stuff. And the show was doing good. But, guys, what if I were to tell you that the main six ponies had a little bit of a dark origin? Yep, that's right, guys. They have a little bit of a dark origin. And today, we are going to be talking about it. Okay, here we go. While the production of MLP Friendship is Magic is doing good, the creators just needed to work on the main six ponies. Like, where are they going to find the inspiration? Soon they got wind of a tragic accident that happened years ago, around January 18th, 1981. The death of six very, very young girls. The death of six very, very young girls happened all on that same year and day. It was just horrible. And I'm going to talk about their deaths, one by one. Alright, here we go. One girl, she was all shy and not really good at making friends. Not really good at making friends or anything, or she's just always quiet. Reason why was because, well, her parents, they pretty much didn't really like each other like that. They really didn't like each other like that. In fact, they didn't even like her at all. They didn't like her at all. Because you see, but here's the thing. Her mom actually does like her, but the dad just abuses her very, very badly. In fact, so badly that he beats her and sometimes locks her in the basement. For months. No food, no water, no nothing. All she had was just her little animal friends that she can always have fun and play with and take care of. However, we all knew that day wasn't going to last long. Because soon she passed on. That girl was the inspiration for Fluttershy. That girl was an inspiration for Fluttershy. The next girl, she was a bit of a rich woman. She was a bit of a rich young girl. She loved money, she loved being beautiful. She was the most popular girl in her school. She had a lot of friends, and being popular, everything was all fine. But there was one little problem though. Things at home just weren't too good. Because her parents, they hated each other. They really did hate each other a whole lot. Because the reason why was because the mother only married the father just for money. And as for the father, he was trying really, really hard to kill the woman for her insurance money. It was kind of bad. But anyway, here's the thing, guys. Believe it or not, when they're in public, they're all lovey-dovey and loving each other and all that other stuff. But behind closed doors, they're a total train wreck. But that didn't stop the little girl from trying to, reach her dreams. And her dreams was to be in Paris and learn how to do fashion. Doing all sorts of fashion and lots of other stuff because she really, really loved designing clothes. In fact, half of the clothes that she wears, she makes herself sometimes. But then her plans went off the rails when her mom and dad ruined her dreams by making her stay home so that way they can marry a rich man. She was really upset, but she had to do what she had to do in order to make her parents happy. Soon later, guys, a tragic accident happened. As they were driving along, they get into a car wreck. Everybody died, include the mother, the father, and her. And she never got to fulfill her dream of going to Paris and being a famous fashion designer. That girl was the inspiration for Rarity. Next one, guys. The next girl that I'm going to be talking about is a young girl who is just an amazing athlete. She loved sports. Whatever sport you name, she can play. Whether it be basketball, whether it be soccer, whether it be football, she can play it. But the one sport that she absolutely loves doing is track. She spends all her time just racing on the track. Now, you guys are probably wondering, why is this girl so obsessed with sports? Well, it's mainly because of her dad. Because you see, guys, here's the thing. Her dad really, really wanted a son, badly, but he never got it. So what he did was that he treated her like a boy, dressing her up in boys' clothes, having her compete in sports and all sorts of stuff. It was just crazy. Anyway, she didn't mind it because she absolutely loved playing sports. But then everything changed after a few months. After a few months, the man finally got the son he always wanted. He always wanted. He finally got him. But here's the worst thing. Now that he had his son, he didn't worry about the girl anymore. In fact, he shunned her out completely. Not pretending that she doesn't even exist. Just not paying any attention to her. Heck, he even stopped coming to her athletic events. So, the girl knew what she had to do in order to get her father's approval back, or, trying to get trying to get his respect back. She had to work harder than ever when it came to her sports. So, one day, she was running around on the track. Then, all of a sudden, it hit her. That's right, guys. She died due to months and months of nothing but training and no sleep, hardly eating, and of course, just torn muscles and all sorts of stuff. Yep, she passed on, and the worst part is that she never got her father's respect back. That girl was the inspiration towards Rainbow Dash. Next up, this young girl, she absolutely was a very, very interesting one. She was a farm girl who had all sorts of different siblings. Well, she was the only girl out of 4 boys. Well, 5 kids. Anyway, her mother and father were very, very proud. So they didn't take any handouts from people, even though they were struggling with money a little bit. They were struggling with money. So they just worked harder than ever. Got their kids to do a little bit of work and all sorts of stuff. However, guys, everything changed when both parents passed on. But that didn't stop the girl. Because after their parents died, they ended up in the kids ended up in the custody of their grandmother. And so the girl thought that since she was the oldest, she had to pull her weight around to help support her brothers. So what she did was she took up a job being a gardener. So what she did was that she worked really, really hard, nonstop, plowing fields, planting flowers, and all sorts of vegetables for her farm. Things like that. But then, once again, guys, you guys ought to know this story. One day, she was working with a wood chipper, and she passed on. She accidentally fell into the wood chipper. That girl was an inspiration towards Applejack. The next girl, guys, the next one, guys, is practically the most disturbing one yet. The next girl, she didn't really have that many friends. In fact, her life was so depressing. Why? Because of her parents. You see, her parents, well, mainly her dad, has been plotting to try and kill her mom. Reason? Don't know why. I don't know why. But one day, he actually did succeed. He actually succeeded in killing her mother. And soon the guilt got to him, and he also took his own life as well. That little girl was soon an orphan. And every so often, she was moved to orphanage, to family, to family. It was crazy. It was crazy for her. But soon she ended up in a family that really loved her a whole lot. Treated her nicely. She had loving parents, plenty of siblings. Things were really nice for her. However, However, the one thing that they didn't know was that deep inside her, she wasn't right. Because you see, she keeps replaying the day that her parents died over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where she started losing her sanity. You see, because of that mental image, she started developing all sorts of different weird things. Her gibberish started talking. She's always so high-spirited. Talking to imaginary friends and drawing weird things and stuff. It was just horrible. Having voices in her head. Again, bad. Very, very bad. Seeing her parents kill themselves like that really, really put her in a mental state. Soon, one day, one of the voices in her head said that she could fly. I know, crazy, right? But anyway, so she ran all the way to the top of her school, to the roof, and she jumped off. She perished right then and there. That girl was the inspiration for Pinkie Pie. Now, guys, we are down to the last girl. Now, for the last girl, guys, she was definitely a top-notch student. She was a top-notch student with big dreams of trying to go to a college. Because you see, she was not only big-brained, she was smart, talented, and really set on life. She studies non-stop. Hardly ever has time for her friends. And, of course, she wants to learn everything that she can about, well, pretty much everything. Soon later, she realized that she had to study for a test. However, she got so caught up on other studies that she forgot to study for this one in particular test. And believe it or not, guys, this test was the big one. This test will determine whether or not she'll be able to go to a college. However, guys, because of her lack of studying and all sorts of stuff, she never studied. So she had to resort to one thing: cheating. The one thing that she really didn't want to do, but she didn't have a choice. She was really, really desperate to try and make it into that college. So she wrote the answers on her arm. So she wrote the answers on her arm, did the test, and erased the answers from her arm right before anybody could see. However, things did get really bad. They did get really bad. The teachers found out that she was cheating, and soon she got expelled, and her parents, they also were very, very disappointed. They were very, very disappointed in her. And not only that, but because of her actions, now she'll never get into a college. That girl fell into a deep, deep depression, to the point where she couldn't deal with the guilt anymore, and she took her own life. That girl was the inspiration for Twilight Sparkle. So now you guys know about the creepy origin of the main six. However, the writers decided to better their lives. Because you see, we got Applejack with her successful farm. We got Rainbow Dash being the tomboy of the group, being a member of the Wonderbolts. Twilight Sparkle going to a magic school and studying everything she needs to know about friendship and magic. Pinkie Pie having a successful party business, and not only that, but being all happy and cheerful. Fluttershy has her animals to take care of. And, of course, Rarity with her amazing clothes designs and boutiques all over Equestria. It's like the writers was taking those girls and giving them the life that they never had. It's almost like the spirits of those girls live in these 6 ponies. Living a fantasy life, yes, but a life they always wanted. So, guys, there you go. Now you guys know the creepy origin of the main six. Well, the inspiration, of course. Well, guys, hopefully I didn't ruin anybody's childhood here. But look, guys, like I said before, sometimes our favorite cartoon shows do have a dark side, whether it be the origin or whether it be something else. Because, guys, let's just say, come on, guys, we all had to admit, not every cartoon show's origin is all sunshine and rainbows and all sorts of other stuff. Because think about it, guys, sometimes our favorite cartoons and TV shows and movies don't always come from a good place. They sometimes get inspiration from, main things that happen. You know, very, very bad things that happen. So, yeah. Again, I apologize if I ruin everybody's thing for MLP, because I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to, but hey, it's the only thing I could think of. Again, guys, hopefully I didn't ruin anybody's, thing when it comes to MLP, because I know I got a lot of MLP fans out there, and, not only that, but I don't want to be responsible for, kids, not watching Generation 4 MLP, even though it hardly ever comes on anymore. But I think it does still come on the channel Discovery Family, I think, or the Hub, whichever one. Anyway, anywho, guys, that's it for this Creepypasta story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and comment down below. And also, let me know in the comments down below if you guys think that the writers actually did do a great job. Taking the spirits of those little girls and putting them in the main six, so that way they can have the life they always wanted. Because, guys, let's just say, what those girls did, well, some of them were pretty bad. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. They did deserve the lives that they were dreaming for. They deserved them, whether it be through a cartoon or not. Anywho, guys, that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, and if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so that way you guys will be up to date whenever I post. Anyway, guys, be sure to keep an eye out for more creepypastas and different stories and stuff. Because, guys, let me just say, like I said, I'm going to try and do some more for you guys. Anyway, great way to kick off the new year, huh? With a scary story. But hey, it's okay. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, this is Flame the Dragon Hog, signing out for now. Later, flamethrowers.